Hello, welcome back to my channel. This is Rosie Rosette, July 3rd, 2020. Um, so I just stumbled on a article about two Oklahoma officers facing second-degree murder charges in 2019 death of a man. The person that they murdered was a person by the name of Lakey. Lakey, that's the person's last name. Jared Lakey. Um, Apparently, Jared, they were trying to tussle with him. He wasn't cooperating. I don't think he did anything illegal, but the point is that when they were trying to detain him, for what reason, I'm not exactly sure. The point is that they used a taser, which they're supposed to do, I guess. But they tased the man 50 times. Now, let me tell you, I have I haven't handled a taser because the object scared me to death. I was having an issue with the man, this woman cop, I think she was a cop. She had a taser. She tried to hand me the taser so that I could tase the man. This was like in 2016 in San Francisco. I'm a black woman. I'm not going to tase no white man unless he's trying to kill me, okay? So, I didn't touch it. But the electricity, the power, the voltage of that taser was very loud and like very shocking, very volty. You could feel the electricity. That's exactly how it sounds. Now, excuse me, it's like 2 o'clock in the morning and I have to end, or 1 something, in the morning. So I would be scared to death to have that thing tase me 1 time. I was scared to death to even touch it because the magnetic or the electrical voltage was so powerful to me. I was like, oh no, 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 no. You're not getting me on killing a white man or anybody. I don't care, white, black, Chinese, pink, red, orange, blue, whatever. I'm not trying to get a murder child, a murder case for any reason, okay? I mean, only if I really truly need to defend myself. Anyway, I don't want it. I don't kill anyone. I don't want nobody killing me. I want to live a nice, peaceful life. That's why I don't really deal with a lot of people. But this is not about me. This is about Jared Lakey in Oklahoma. I think he was 23 or 28. He was a big, burly, white gentleman. I was trying to find, is he black, white, Mexican, Asian, what? But he was white. And the two cops, let me get this. The two cops, I think one was 25, which honestly, that's too young, I think, to be a cop. Okay, here are the two cops right here. Those are the two guys who killed. Okay, so Lake, he was 28. Okay, so one of the guys, Joshua Taylor, he was 25. The other gentleman was 34 years old, Brandon Dingman. Both officers with the Wilson Police Department. 25 is too young. I don't think that you are mentally able to handle that type of depression or pressure. Maybe 30 should be, maybe, 29, 28 going into the force, but hitting the street maybe, at 30. 25 is too young to be a cop. You just see so many things or whatever. And this is what happens when you put kids in a position of authority. There's no way that, you need 50 to taser someone 50 times to control them. Now, if they are under, some type of drug, meth or crystal, whatever, I don't know what drug that, makes you like a superhuman. I know there are drugs, and I've heard of stories where, someone is on something and they can take down, you know, multiple people or cops or whatever. Then you call backup, then I don't know, you get a police dog, a canine, I don't know. But again, 50 times. Like maybe 3 times you should be able to tase someone. You see what happened with, is it Brooks? The guy who was in the Wendy's parking lot in Atlanta, and he pointed that taser to the cop. Well, that scared the cop because the cop didn't want to be, tased. He feared for his life. Do you understand that? He feared for his life. He felt threatened. Okay, so imagine a taser is, and they said it in the article, a taser is used to temporarily, take hold of or control an individual. Tasers are not meant to kill people. So, that being said, 50 times is outrageous. And they should not have gotten out on bail. Now, if they tase someone, maybe 5 times, okay, and the person died, excuse me. All right, they get charged for murder, and, they get a bail, $250,000 bail. That's understandable. But to tase a human being 50 times, that's murder. That's murder. Unless the attorney, the defense attorney can prove that somewhere, again, in the police academy, they can prove that indeed it says that you can tase a human being 50 times. 50 times. And not only that, which I don't think that they'll do, these coroners that do the medical reports, they lied and said that the person was only tased 4 times. Now, within the last month, I think this is the 3rd or 4th time that a coroner, a court-appointed coroner, report is vastly different from an outside doctor. Who was it? It was a white gentleman. He did the autopsy on, I think it was George Floyd. Because I think the court-reported coroner, or the one who works for the state, I think it was George, it was grossly negligent of the comparison as to where, was it George or was it Ahmad? You know what? There's so many. Anyway, totally different. So that, those doctors who do the autopsies, who work for the state and the county, if they show such negligence in a certified document, they need to go to jail too. If it's such a gross negligence where an outside doctor finds all of these different aspects of someone's death, but yet the county, doctor has a totally different story, they're co-signing. That's falsification of an examination. I don't know the legal jargon. So the court appointed, or the doctor who did the autopsy said that it was only 5 jolts, or maybe the cops said it was 5 jolts. I mean 4 jolts from the taser gun. There's a huge difference between 4 and 50. There's a huge difference between 4 and 50 jolts. They killed that person. And moving forward, again, they need to do a whole sweep. Because somewhere, someone told them or taught them to tase to kill. To tase to kill. And if you, so if I kill an ant, I killed an ant. Well, I didn't want the ant coming up on me, okay? So, but I confess that I killed an ant. If I killed a bug, if I kill a spider, I'm in my garage, I don't want that to bite me. I don't want to get sick or whatever. I don't want ants in my place, all that. I said I killed an ant. Now, if someone comes and says, you can go to jail for killing an ant. Okay, well, maybe I won't kill an ant. But then if someone says, no, if you see an ant, you need to kill it or else it's going to da-da-da-da. So, but if they say, okay, you're going to kill an ant, you're going to go to jail, well, maybe I might lie because I don't want to go to jail for killing an ant, even though I might bring it da-da-da. See, if you do something wrong, then you have to lie to get out of it. They had to lie and say that they tased him 4 times when indeed the report showed, the autopsy or whatever, showed that they did it 50. Gross negligence. Case closed, they need to go to jail and throw away the key. See, I don't want to pay my tax dollars or have tax dollars being spent for murderers. When George Floyd, what's his name who killed George Floyd? He killed that man, but he was paid. He was on the clock when he killed him. Yeah, he might have got fired afterwards, but he was on the clock. So what's happening is that our money is going to these cops to kill people. And that's why I think they wanted to defund them. But what you can't defund them, you have to retrain them. You have to put in policy, okay, you want to kill someone, you're going to jail. You want to kill someone, that's your pension. They're going to have to figure out a way to enforce the law without killing. How is it that, we have all of these killings, especially in the Bay Area? John Burris, there was an article where black people are 7% of the population in the Bay Area, but yet 27% of the jail population, or there's 101 police killings, I think, in the past 5 years. Don't quote me on that. It's something. I know it's 110 people who have died from police killings. And I know we're 7% or 0.07%, but yet we make 27% of the arrests or killings or, convicted felons. I don't know. There's numbers. There was an article, whatever. I don't have it in front of me. I'm just going back from memory or whatever. But those numbers are right. I just need to pinpoint. I know there were 7%. And I know there's 110 killings from police in the past, I don't know, X amount of years. What was my point? You have to train the cops. You have to retrain them. You have to put in stipulations. You kill 5 people, you kill one person. You kill any black people, you lose your pension. Like, if I know that I'm going to be protected by the police union, just like these teachers, these no good teachers, they're protected by the teachers union. Well, the police, they have their code, and then they have racism within the department, but then they're protected by the police union, and they're protected by the DA, like in Ahmaud's case outside of Atlanta, where he was killed while jogging. They were protected. The guy who killed him was an ex-cop and an ex-investigator, so he was covered by the blood of the DA and all of his buddies that he used to work for. So that's why he wasn't arrested. That's why they lied also, and they were going to shoot it under the rug. No, can't do that. I respect cops. I wanted to be a cop. There's a certain code of honor. You're here to protect, not to kill. Like, where does it say that cops have the ability to kill? I think it's in somewhere in Norwegian, somewhere in Netherlands or something like that. They haven't killed people in years. I think California has what, 113,000 prisoners? I think California has more prisoners in California than most nations do. 113,000. That's slavery. That's slave trade. Actually, that's a slave trade, and we're going to save that for another video, okay? I got to go to bed. You guys need to get it together. Every day there's a different story. Again, I don't want this channel to be about the, police brutality. I want to do makeup and, critique movies and little TV shows and, little silly little kiki. Maybe once in a while, do a serious story, but not every day. This is not what I want. But someone has to speak up. See, I'm not doing this because of a trend, because I was doing this before George got killed. I was doing it before, Rashad got killed. Maybe was that the first one that I did? But it's coming. It's just coming. I don't want this. You guys have to change this. Change it. Trump, change the laws. Trump, can you just do something? I saw this thing on Instagram or something. It named about 10 things that Trump promised that he hasn't delivered. Trump, you need to write a check for the reparations for black people. You want to do anything to save your presidency, your legacy, do this. Reform the police department or the police code or the Constitution, whatever. Make black people legal, equal citizens. So you talk about Obama, okay, well, do what he didn't or could not do. Do something.